The reactions from Governor Noem's speech to the South Dakota legislature are still making rounds in Pierre.
Well, today the governor took questions about that joint session of the legislature and spoke about the concerns some lawmakers say they have. Cooper Seamer in studio with a State House 2024 update. Cooper.
Yeah, Brian and Sam, Governor Noem held her first press conference during the legislative session in about 2 years today in Pierre. A lot of the questions came about her speech yesterday to that joint session, and in particular, her concerns about cartel activity on the state's reservations. Governor Noem's comments on cartel activity on South Dakota's reservations drawing mixed feelings from tribal member lawmakers. Specifically, her comments on the name Ghost Dancers for a group affiliated with a gang called the Banditos, prompting a meeting between her and two lawmakers.
You know, I understand that some of the words they would have appreciated being changed. Problem is, I didn't name that gang. I did speak truth, and everything I said was absolutely true.
Those two lawmakers are Representatives Puri Poirier of Rapid City and Tyler Tordson of Sioux Falls. Poirier, a member of the Oglala Sioux tribe, says she had issues with some of the language in Noem's speech, but that doesn't mean that there isn't work that the state government and tribes can do to address the issues of drug trafficking on reservations.
We also have to look at this problem through the same lens, and we have to agree upon what ways we can move forward. And what is meaningful relationships, and how do we do that?
Tordson, a member of the Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate, says he's interested in learning more about what Noem can do to help tribal efforts to receive more help from the federal government when it comes to law enforcement, as well as other issues like healthcare and infrastructure.
In her remarks, she mentioned about her willingness to come stand alongside some of our tribal nations like the Oglala Sioux tribe in their efforts to hold the federal government accountable, both to treaty obligations that go way back, but also to some of the crises that we're facing right now.
Poirier says regardless of where the help comes from, there needs to be more resources and effort put in to help stop criminal activity on the state's reservations, because without it, there won't be much else tribes can focus on for the future.
If we don't have public safety, it's hard for economic development. It's hard for any other area of our lives. So, that's what we can focus on.
Now, Tordson says the speech comes as the House considers a resolution today urging the Bureau of Indian Affairs to establish a law enforcement training academy in South Dakota, and that resolution passed unanimously.